Life feels heavy. Debt piles up. Luck seems to vanish. Today, a single powerful action can break this cycle. On January 14th, an ancient secret opens the door to freedom from poverty, financial stress, and bad fortune. I am Shi Hengyi, and today I will reveal a simple yet profound ritual that has helped countless people release the energy holding them back. This isn't a trick. It isn't a gamble. It is a method rooted in wisdom passed down through generations, a method that transforms life when performed with intention and focus. In this video, you will learn exactly how to let go of past struggles, negative patterns, and financial burdens. You will discover why January 14th holds unique power for releasing obstacles and inviting abundance. By the end, you will understand a step so simple yet so overlooked that most people never experience its life-changing effects. Hidden in everyday actions lies the key to shifting energy, turning stagnation into opportunity. Many walk through life carrying invisible weights, debt, fear, bad luck, without realizing a small, deliberate act can release it all. Today, that act will be revealed. Stay with me until the end, because missing even a detail can lessen the effect of this ritual. You are about to uncover a truth that can redirect your path, not through luck, but through focus, intention, and clarity. Welcome to Shaolin Divine Flow, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Subscribe now and join a community seeking balance, prosperity, and spiritual insight. Prepare to release what no longer serves you and step into a life ready for abundance. Energy trapped in your home, in your mind, and in your life weighs you down in ways you may not even notice. It clings silently, creating unseen blocks that stop wealth, luck, and opportunity from flowing to you. Today, there is a simple yet powerful method to release this burden, a method so overlooked that most people never think to try it. Flushing negative energy, financial blocks, and bad luck down the toilet might sound unusual at first. Yet, this act carries deep meaning. It is a symbolic release, a physical gesture that tells the universe you are ready to let go of the past and welcome new energy. For centuries, wise masters have taught that energy follows intention. When you combine focus with action, the shift is immediate and profound. This practice is rooted in ancient wisdom. Across cultures, people have performed cleansing rituals to rid themselves of stagnant energy. From temples to sacred homes, flowing water has always represented purification, release, and renewal. Water carries away what no longer serves you, opening space for abundance to enter. Flushing is simply the modern, practical way to channel this ancient principle into your daily life. It's more than just a symbolic gesture. Each time you write down fears, debts, or obstacles and let them flow away, you are signaling to yourself and to the universe that you are ready for transformation. The energy trapped in worry, in past mistakes, and in financial struggle begins to dissolve. Your mind feels lighter. Opportunities appear clearer. Luck begins to shift in subtle but powerful ways. This ritual is not about chance. It is about alignment. It is about creating a space where abundance can enter freely. By taking this action, you are stepping into control over your life. You are clearing paths that were blocked for too long. And you are embracing a principle that ancient wisdom has relied on for generations. Letting go is the first step to receiving. Every action carries meaning, but few are as powerful as the deliberate act of releasing negativity. When you take a moment to focus, to name the debts, fears, and patterns holding you back, and then let them go, you are sending a clear signal to yourself and the universe. You are declaring that these old weights no longer define your life. This is not just symbolic, it is transformative. Energy responds to intention, and by releasing what no longer serves you, you create space for something entirely new. Limiting patterns often go unnoticed. They appear as self-doubt, hesitation, or recurring setbacks. Financial struggles, missed opportunities, and streaks of bad luck are rarely random. They are symptoms of energy trapped in cycles that refuse to move. The moment you consciously let go, the cycle begins to break. You are no longer feeding the old pattern. Instead, you invite a flow of fresh energy. Possibilities you could not see before now become visible, and opportunities begin to align with your renewed focus. This process is subtle but undeniable. The act of writing down obstacles, focusing on them, and releasing them through water transforms intention into movement. Water carries away more than ink and paper. It carries away emotional weight, mental blocks, and invisible resistance. In that small, deliberate gesture lies immense power. The mind relaxes, clarity emerges, and a renewed sense of purpose rises. As energy flows freely, life begins to respond in kind. Doors that seemed closed start to open. New ideas, new connections, and new opportunities appear naturally, almost effortlessly. Luck shifts, not as a random occurrence, but as the natural result of energy alignment. By letting go, you allow abundance to enter, filling the space once occupied by doubt, fear, and limitation. This is the essence of transformation. When you release the old, the new is free to arrive, and the life you once dreamed of begins to move toward you with ease and grace. Many struggles begin with energy carried from the past. Mistakes, regrets, and unresolved conflicts linger long after the events themselves are over. They create invisible weights, pulling you back and keeping opportunities just out of reach. Each thought of "I should have done this" or "I failed there" becomes a small block in your energy, quietly shaping your reality. Without conscious release, these past experiences continue to influence your decisions, your confidence, and even the flow of abundance into your life. Financial habits also shape energy in profound ways. Repeated patterns of overspending, ignoring debts, or postponing responsibility create cycles that feel impossible to break. Debt is more than numbers on a page. It is a form of energy that loops, repeating until addressed. Each unpaid bill or lingering financial worry adds weight, feeding a sense of limitation. By recognizing these cycles and releasing the tension around them, you stop feeding the old energy and open yourself to smarter, freer, and more abundant financial choices. Your environment plays a subtle but powerful role in shaping energy as well. Clutter, stagnant spaces, and disorganization create blockages that affect the mind, the heart, and even finances. Rooms that feel heavy or chaotic reflect energy that cannot move, and when energy cannot move, neither can opportunities. Small changes, clearing space, tidying, and consciously removing objects that no longer serve you can create profound shifts. When you combine awareness of past mistakes, financial cycles, and environmental energy, a clear pattern emerges. Stagnation creates limits, and limits block growth. By intentionally releasing these blocks, whether through ritual, focus, or simple action, you break the chain. The weight of old mistakes lifts. Energy flows freely. New choices, opportunities, and paths become visible. Life begins to feel lighter, more open, and more receptive, as if the universe itself is making room for what you are ready to receive. On January 14th, a simple yet powerful act can shift your energy and open the door to abundance. Take a moment to sit quietly, focus your mind, and reflect on the fears, debts, and habits that have held you back. Write each one clearly on a piece of paper. Do not rush, be honest. Give each thought the attention it deserves. Naming these blocks is the first step toward releasing them. Once your list is complete, bring it to the toilet, a symbol of letting go, of allowing what no longer serves you to flow away. As you flush, visualize each fear, each financial burden, each limiting habit leaving your life permanently. Feel the weight lift, not just from your mind, but from your energy. The act itself is simple, but its impact is profound. Clarity is key. The power does not come from the paper or the act alone, but from the focus and intention behind it. This is not a casual gesture. It is a conscious declaration. You are choosing to release the past and create space for growth. Every stroke of your pen, every word written strengthens your intention. Every flush carries that intention into motion, aligning your energy with the flow of abundance. This ritual is as much about inner alignment as it is about external action. By giving form to your fears and debts, you make them tangible, acknowledging their presence and then letting them go. This clarity sharpens your focus, allowing new opportunities to appear without distraction. The act of writing and flushing is a statement to yourself and the universe. The old is gone and the new is welcome. With each release, energy flows more freely. The mind clears, the heart opens. The path ahead feels lighter, brighter, and more inviting. The simplicity of this act masks its profound power. But those who perform it with intention often find that life responds in ways that seem almost miraculous. When negativity and worry accumulate, they weigh heavily on the mind. Thoughts of debt, mistakes, and missed opportunities loop endlessly, clouding judgment and stifling potential. The ritual of writing down these burdens and releasing them through flushing works as a form of mental liberation. With each word released, your mind grows lighter, tension fades, and the constant chatter of fear begins to quiet. This clarity allows space for new ideas, insights, and solutions that were once blocked by old energy. As the mind clears, creativity naturally flows. Problems that once seemed unsolvable start to reveal answers. Opportunities you overlooked before now appear in plain sight. The act of consciously letting go signals to your subconscious that it is safe to think freely, to take risks, and to pursue paths previously hidden by worry. This is the subtle magic of aligning intention with action. Wealth, too, begins to respond. Limiting beliefs about money often originate in fear or habit. By flushing away the energy attached to financial stress, you send a message that abundance is welcome. Doors that seemed closed slowly open, unexpected opportunities, ideas for income, or new ventures appear because your energy no longer resists them. You are no longer subconsciously blocking your own success. Happiness, once clouded by anxiety and uncertainty, starts to seep back in. Relief replaces tension. A sense of lightness and possibility replaces heaviness and doubt. Each flush is a reminder that the past does not control the future and that you hold the power to shape your experience. This simple ritual transforms more than your environment. It transforms your mind and spirit. By actively releasing negativity, you unlock the natural flow of creativity, wealth, and joy. The more consistently you practice this with clarity and focus, the more life responds, aligning circumstances with your renewed energy. The doors to opportunity swing open effortlessly when your mind is free and your spirit is ready to receive. There was a person, much like many of us, weighed down by debt and a string of misfortunes. Bills piled up, opportunities seemed to pass by, and each day felt heavier than the last. They felt trapped in a cycle that offered little hope. One day, they decided to try something different. Not because they expected magic, but because they were ready to release what no longer served them. On January 14th, they took a simple piece of paper and wrote down every worry, every financial burden, and every habit that had kept them stuck. With focus and intention, they visualized each item leaving their life as they flushed the paper away. It was a small act, yet it carried clarity and purpose, a conscious step toward letting go of the old and opening space for the new. In the days and weeks that followed, subtle changes began to emerge. Decisions that once felt overwhelming became clearer. Opportunities for work, savings, and small financial improvements started to appear unexpectedly. The weight of constant worry lifted just enough for them to think creatively, to plan, and to act without fear. The pattern of struggle that had dominated their life slowly loosened its grip. It wasn't an instant transformation. There were still challenges, but the difference was in perspective and energy. By consciously releasing negativity, they broke the invisible cycle that had kept them trapped. Each small success built on the last, and slowly their life began to feel lighter, more balanced, and full of possibility. This example shows that change doesn't always require grand gestures or complicated rituals. It begins with a simple, intentional act that signals to yourself and the world. The past is behind you and you are ready to move forward. When energy is released in this way, life responds naturally. The momentum shifts, and what once felt impossible begins to become achievable, step by step, day by day. January 14th holds a unique energy unlike any other day of the year. It comes at a moment when the year is still fresh, when intentions set at the beginning are gaining momentum, and when the energy of renewal is strongest. In many traditions, this is a time when the flow of life aligns with clarity and opportunity, making it ideal for letting go of what no longer serves you. Releasing negativity on this day carries more weight because the universe responds to focused intention when cycles of energy are at their peak. This is not just a date on a calendar. It is a moment of alignment, a point when personal energy and cosmic flow intersect. The clarity that comes from starting the year with release allows patterns of limitation to be broken before they take root again. By choosing this specific day, you are syncing your actions with natural energy cycles, giving your intention a powerful boost. The timing matters. Releasing fears, debts, and bad habits any other day is helpful, but doing so on January 14th amplifies the effect. Energy moves in waves, and certain points carry momentum for transformation. Acting on this precise day shows focus, commitment, and readiness to embrace change fully. It signals that you are not just casually letting go, you are consciously stepping into a new phase of life, aligned with both inner and external forces. This is a rare opportunity to start the year with a clean slate. By honoring the timing, you allow the shift to ripple through every area of your life. The act becomes more than symbolic, it becomes a catalyst for realignment. Your mind feels sharper, your decisions clearer, and your openness to abundance wider. January 14th is not just a date, it is a doorway. Step through it with intention, and you create a momentum that carries forward, shaping the year ahead with energy that supports growth, prosperity, and renewed possibility. Before you begin the ritual, take a moment to center yourself with gratitude. Gratitude changes the vibration of energy, shifting focus from what is lacking to what is present. Say a short affirmation, something simple and powerful, such as, "I release what no longer serves me and welcome abundance into my life." Speak it slowly, feel it deeply, and let it settle in your mind and heart. This prepares your energy to flow freely and reinforces the intention behind the act. After flushing the paper, repeat another affirmation to seal the release. For example, "I am open to opportunities, wealth, and happiness. The past is gone, and the future is mine." This reinforces the transition from old energy to new, creating a clear shift in both mind and spirit. Repeating affirmations before and after the ritual magnifies the impact, aligning your conscious and subconscious energy toward positive transformation. Your environment plays a crucial role in this process. Tidying up your space clears stagnant energy and opens room for new possibilities. Remove clutter, organize your surroundings, and let light and air flow freely. Every object you release or reorganize allows energy to circulate, supporting mental clarity and emotional balance. A clean space reflects a clear mind, and a clear mind attracts abundance and opportunity. Even small adjustments, folding clothes, wiping surfaces, or clearing a corner, contribute to energy movement. When combined with the ritual of letting go, these actions amplify the effect, creating a harmony between intention and environment. By integrating gratitude, affirmations, and space clearing, you create a powerful chain of actions that transform energy at multiple levels. Your mind, spirit, and surroundings all work together to support the release of old blocks. You are not just performing a ritual, you are crafting a moment of alignment where intention, energy, and environment converge to invite wealth, creativity, and happiness into your life. This ritual is simple, but its simplicity can be misleading. The power does not lie in the action itself, but in the focus and intention behind it. Flushing a piece of paper without true awareness or commitment carries little effect. Every thought, every word, and every intention matters. Approach it with presence. Be deliberate. Treat it as a sacred moment dedicated solely to release and renewal. Casual or distracted actions dilute the energy. Writing hastily, thinking about other things, or performing the ritual as a passing gesture will not create the shift you seek. Your mind must be fully engaged. Picture each burden leaving your life, dissolving as it flows away. Feel the weight lift from your shoulders, your chest, your spirit. The clarity of intention amplifies the effect and allows the energy to move naturally, creating space for abundance, creativity, and joy. Equally important is the state of your mind after the ritual. Do not hold on to grudges, resentment, or lingering negative thoughts. True release requires that you allow the energy to leave completely without clinging or revisiting it. Forgive yourself and others. Let go of judgment, fear, and regret. Each thought held onto after the ritual pulls energy back into the cycle of limitation, undoing the very work you've done. Release is both an action and a state of being. It is a conscious decision to step out of the old patterns and fully embrace the new. The mind must follow the body in letting go. Trust that the act has power and allow yourself to feel lighter, freer, and more open. The moment you release completely without attachment, the energy flows unhindered. Opportunities, solutions, and inspiration can now enter your life naturally, and the space once occupied by resistance transforms into a field of possibility and growth. Sometimes, the smallest actions hold the greatest power. A single moment of focus, a deliberate gesture, or a mindful choice can ripple through your life in ways that feel almost miraculous. The act of writing down what no longer serves you and releasing it may seem simple, even ordinary, but it carries energy, intention, and meaning. Small actions, performed with clarity, create shifts that compound over time. It is easy to underestimate the effect of intention. The mind often wants grand gestures, dramatic solutions, or instant results, yet transformation rarely comes through force. It comes through consistency, awareness, and faith in the process. By committing fully to this ritual, by acting with purpose and clarity, you are planting seeds. Those seeds grow into momentum, opening pathways that were once blocked, illuminating possibilities that were invisible before. Faith is a vital part of this practice. Trust in the act, trust in your intention, and trust in the natural flow of energy. Doubt weakens the shift. Worry diminishes its effect. When you release completely, believing that the process works, the universe aligns with your energy. Opportunities, solutions, and blessings begin to arrive, often in unexpected ways. Act and then let go. Observe without clinging the changes that follow. Transformation does not always announce itself loudly. It often begins quietly, in subtle shifts in thought, perspective, and feeling. Yet these small, steady changes accumulate, reshaping your life step by step. Trust it, act on it, and watch your life transform. The clarity of intention combined with focused action sets the stage for a life of abundance, freedom, and renewed possibility. Each deliberate choice creates momentum, and each moment of faith strengthens the flow. Over time, the life you envision begins to unfold naturally, guided by the energy you release and the space you create for new blessings to enter. The power of this ritual grows when shared. Blessings multiply not just in your own life, but when others around you are included in the intention. Encourage loved ones, friends, or family to participate, so that together, energy of release and renewal spreads further. When multiple hearts focus on letting go of what no longer serves them, the collective momentum amplifies the effect, creating a wave of positive energy that touches everyone involved. Sharing the practice is not about obligation or expectation. It is about generosity and alignment. Guide others gently, explaining the purpose and the simplicity of the act. Show them how to write down fears, debts, or limiting habits and to release them fully. When shared with sincerity, the energy of your intention strengthens theirs, creating a ripple effect that reaches far beyond the moment of flushing. Equally important is the state of your own heart during the ritual. Perform it with clarity, openness, and positivity. Focus not on anger, resentment, or blame, but on liberation, growth, and the possibilities ahead. A positive heart magnifies the flow of energy and allows abundance, opportunity, and joy to move freely. The ritual becomes more than a symbolic act. It becomes a conscious alignment of thought, emotion, and energy, all working together to welcome transformation. Even simple gestures, like taking a few deep breaths before beginning, expressing gratitude, or visualizing the future you desire, enhance the effect. By combining intention, focus, and a clear, loving heart, you create an environment where energy flows without resistance. When shared and performed with sincerity, this ritual becomes a living practice of renewal. It unites intention, action, and community energy, creating a fertile space for life to shift. Each act of release opens room for new blessings, and each heart aligned in this way contributes to a growing current of abundance, creativity, and happiness. The energy you cultivate spreads far beyond yourself, touching every part of life that is ready to transform. On January 14th, do not wait. Take this simple step and open the door to a life of abundance. The power of release is real, and the opportunity to shift your energy, your mindset, and your life comes only when intention meets action. Your life is ready to change. Let go, flush, and welcome blessings. Trust the process, trust yourself, and step fully into the possibilities waiting for you. Every moment you hold on to fear or limitation is a moment that could have been spent embracing growth, freedom, and joy. If this message resonates with you, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to Shaolin Divine Flow. Join a community committed to transformation, clarity, and abundance. Share this ritual with those you care about, so the energy of release and renewal spreads even further. Remember, change begins with a single focused act. One moment of intention, one deliberate release can ripple through your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. The universe responds when you step forward with courage and clarity. Step into this moment with faith, with purpose, and with an open heart. The past is behind you, and a new chapter awaits. Release, renew, and rise. Your path to abundance begins now.